a whole 2 liter out of the bag. This thirsty bitch took my and my seafood.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
Yo, what up? It's Samaj here back at another video. Today we're about to be reacting to a video by Atazi, and it's titled "This TikToker Was Caught Stealing DoorDash Food." Oh my god, what's up with these DoorDash videos? There's just so many DoorDash videos. Well, soon I'm gonna be known for the DoorDash reactor or something. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna stop doing this soon. This is my last video on the DoorDash tragedies, but let's do it.
Just accused a DoorDash driver of stealing her seafood boil, and it started an internet-wide witch hunt. I mean, how do we have another TikTok DoorDash girl in like the span of 3 months? Come on, guys. But what started as a crying TikTok about missing crab boil somehow turned into doxing attempts, fake TikToks, internet detectives finding the wrong person, and a $200 payout from DoorDash. Like, it's safe to say that people really got upset over
These motherfucking internet detectives always try to be on some real detective shit. Sometimes they miss. I be seeing the internet detectives do good work, but sometimes they end up like, fucking with the wrong people and like ruining their whole day, or, probably like giving them the worst moment.
idea of someone stealing food. But this whole thing basically started the same way a lot of viral TikToks do, with someone upset and filming themselves complaining.
DoorDash counts your days. I'm on my period, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna get me a seafood boil. I'm gonna treat myself. I work, I do my college assignments. I just decided, why not? I ordered my food. I did a DoorDash order actually because I needed drinks for the house, and I was gonna get drinks for myself. As soon as I see the name of the lady who was picking up my food, I already knew for a fact that my was gonna get stolen. This bitch's name was Quishonda. Quishonda.
Okay, so that seems to be a little bit
That's racist as fuck. That's racist as fuck, but like, I'm sorry, it's fucking true, bro. Quishonda, my nigga. Quishonda. That's wild.
of a jump, but according to this video, she did end up getting her food stolen. The creator, who goes by Nick's Secret account on TikTok, is a college student in Atlanta, and she says in the video that she wanted to treat herself, rants about how she works, she does her college assignments, and she wants a nice thing. So she then decided to order some seafood boil from the Juicy Crab. $30 just for the seafood and another $12 for drinks, plus a tip. Not cheap, but also not insane either. So it's safe to say this is a fairly average DoorDash order. So she places a double dash, which is apparently where you order food from a restaurant and then drinks from a different spot. And that's when, according to her, things started feeling off. She says the delivery is taking a long time, like way longer than it should. She's watching the app, she sees the driver sitting at the restaurant for almost an hour. She then says that she's waiting and waiting, and she convinces herself the driver is eating her food.
She picks up my food, she goes to the restaurant. I'm waiting an hour waiting for her to get my stuff, so I already know right then and there that her big was eating my shit. After like an hour passes by, she ends up going to Dash Mart, and I guess all the food that she ate for me worked up, I guess, some type of thirst. So I look in the bag. The bag is busted open. I ordered a cranberry ginger ale, a Sprite, and an Arizona. Look at this. The seal on the bag is busted, and she took a whole 2 liter out of the bag. This thirsty bitch took my and my seafood.
So when the food finally got there, the bag, according to her, was ripped open, the seal was broken.
You know what? I mean, I was about to say, why are you crying over food? Come on, stop door dashing. But like, I can understand that feeling. So I had my food stolen before. I stole my burrito. They stole my burrito, nigga. To this day, I'm mad. To this day, nigga. But nigga, that's why I originally just start going out to get food myself. Unless I'm like, unless my car's in the shop, unless I don't have my car with me, I will get my ass up and go, just just go to the store and get something. But some people don't have that luxury. That's why they got DoorDash and all these apps out. So I kind of get that, and I get why she's emotional, because like under a lot of stress and you trying to treat yourself, it gets annoying where people just start stealing shit and eating your shit up.
One of the 2 liter drinks is missing, and people in the comments were pretty mad with her. And I guess that's why this ended up being a pretty big story, because unfortunately food deliveries get stolen all the time. But this video basically caused a witch hunt. Side note, also, this has happened to me a handful of times as well. So this is not a rare thing. But with me, it happened with Uber Eats and not DoorDash. There was like one night I was hosting a bunch of friends over after drinking, and I think we ordered like $150 of food because we were a lot of people. And that order apparently got stolen twice before I got it. To the point where I called McDonald's asking why my third Uber delivery driver hadn't received the food. And I thought the food for some reason was taking so long that the Uber Eats drivers just kept canceling. But what was happening was they got the food, canceled, then Uber reconnected me with a new driver, and then that happened again and again. Then finally, I got an honest driver. But then I had to call McDonald's to convince them to actually give the order a third time to the driver, because in her words, the order had already been picked up twice. And it wasn't because I wasn't tipping either, because I always pre-tip 25%, which is a lot, but I'm blessed. And I don't order deliveries often at all. I did finally get my order though, and I only paid once. It was just very late. So, I mean, food deliveries, they're cool when they work, but also very not fun when they don't. So I see why people would be frustrated when they get wronged on these apps. So back to the story. Within hours, her video just completely explodes. Millions of views, people flooding her comments that are mad on her behalf. And I think so many people were mad on her behalf because this is such a fairly common occurrence that it's relatable. And that's why the narrative kind of shifted into how this happens so much on DoorDash. A lot of the response were about how DoorDash drivers steal food constantly, which makes me wonder, what are the penalties for stealing food as a driver? Like, could they just like report that they dropped the food or damaged it or something and then eat it and then continue down?
That's crazy. It always happens on DoorDash of all apps. Oh my God, bro. It never happens on Uber Eats. That's why I used to order on Uber Eats. Like ever since that thing happened, bro, I started ordering on Uber Eats, never had really a problem.
Like normal. I'm assuming there's some sort of like strike system or maybe an algorithm that flags users who regularly damage orders. I don't know, but this was about the point where the internet decided it was time to find the driver. So people started searching for the name that she said. And I'm talking variations of it, spellings, nicknames, handles. Screenshots began circling of a woman allegedly eating seafood on TikTok, which, I mean, can you imagine thinking someone stole a seafood boil and then finding a recording of the alleged person eating it online? I mean, come on, that is just a next level internet moment. That is diabolical. That is such a new age problem. Imagine someone steals your food and then you see a TikTok of the alleged thief having a mukbang with your stolen food. That is so crazy. So suddenly the phrase DoorDash seafood boil bandit started flying around. And before we watch this, I should also say there is no verified person who did this. This is just the internet doing what the internet does and speculating a whole lot.
Okay, shout out to the blessed one for finding Quishonda.
Okay. So, there's another Quishonda in the same city who claims to steal DoorDash orders, who also just uploaded a video of her eating a seafood boil. There are a few coincidences there. Also, is Quishonda a normal name in Atlanta? Like, where's the Yellow Pages book when we need it? Like, if only I could flip to the letter Q and see how many Quishondas are in Atlanta.
I'm fucking dead, bro. Bro, internet does what the internet does and starts fucking trolling, bro. Oh God.
So we can kind of dial in our odds here for how likely it is that she is actually the person who stole her DoorDash food. But from what I can tell, it seems like this girl is kind of leaning into the idea that she's the driver who did this.
POV, this is the way to my heart.
I mean, okay, either it's a good troll or it's just like insanely brazen, because they likely won't see any real consequences from stealing like $40 of food, except maybe a DoorDash ban. Even on her Instagram, which is private, she's posting stories about stealing people's food. So, I don't know, it might seem like evidence, but to me, I'm kind of leaning towards she's trolling. I am biased to the good in humanity. I know we cover a lot of the bad, but I think and hope that
Oh, how fucking bold and funny you gotta be to fucking film something and say you stole this shit from the DoorDash order that kind of, exploded on TikTok. Nigga, this shit is just crazy. People are just just brazen and just bold as fuck on this new internet shit.
she's trolling, at least currently. I mean, she has the same name as the viral story, so I feel like there's a solid chance that she's just posting these stories as a joke because it is funny if she wasn't the person who actually took the food. Who knows? She might have just taken this as an opportunity to go viral, or she stole the food. It's so hard to tell. But also another aspect that makes this entire situation kind of hard is it's not even confirmed that the original girl's story is even true. Like, she just has screenshots of her messaging DoorDash and kind of crying video. So like, there's not a lot of proof about it. And I say like kind of crying because there's no tears or anything. It's just her being frustrated about an alleged stolen order. So it's hard to know if any of this even happened. But at least one completely innocent woman got dragged into this. An artist by name of Shing. She falsely got accused because she posted a video eating an Alaskan king crab, which is crazy because the internet is witch hunting anyone who's eating crab on TikTok. Like, that doesn't make sense at all. So she had to go online and say, in quote, "I literally am not Kwashonda." And she also lives in New Jersey, and the crab that she's eating, king crab, costs hundreds of dollars. So
Bro, why the hell are just internet, well, quote unquote detectives just searching everything mainly on TikTok? Bro, not everybody's gonna be on TikTok just like you know, eating a fucking crab, bro. I mean, but it is a fucking coincidence everybody's like eating that in the same fucking city.
I think we're just witch hunting to witch hunt here, guys. And not to mention, her video was also posted weeks earlier. Just because she posted a mukbang of her eating king crab in New Jersey doesn't mean that she decided to fly to Atlanta, become a DoorDash driver, and steal this woman's food. It just doesn't make sense, guys. But eventually, the original woman posts an update.
So to give y'all a quick update, DoorDash ended up texting me and apologizing for the situation. Not only did they give me two $75 like gift cards, they gave me an additional $50 on top of actually refunding me my money. I actually did reach out to customer support before even posting the video, and customer support told me that I had reached the compensation limit for receiving an order or whatever the case may have been. And my mom is not going for that. She cussed them out so bad, even tried getting our legal team involved, because you're not about to play with me and think that you're going to get away with it.
Okay, hold up. Whoa. Getting a legal team involved over a $30 seafood boil, that's something else. That is diabolical in itself. This whole story's crazy. Obviously, the situation sucks, but it's a $30 seafood boil.
Her name, because I said by the looks of her name that like I already knew my food was going to get stolen, which I do admit was low-key kind of like stereotypical, and I apologize for that, like for real. There was even some people in the comments.
Hey, I mean, at least she apologized for this shit, because that was a whole bold ass sentence. A lot of people say a lot of angry shit when they're, you know, flustered and, you know, kind of angry. I be saying some, you know, crazy shit, but then again, I'd be like thinking, did I just say some crazy shit?
It's basically saying that it would have never happened if you would have just picked up your food. First of all, like I said, I'm in college. Sometimes I don't feel like going to these places to go pick up my food. I want to stay in the comfort of my own home and enjoy my food that I paid for. Second, about the whole whoever said, I don't know, it was some white lady. She basically was like, it's not that serious. And I basically went off saying that like, this is the reason why people feel like they can get away with like this, because of people like you. How would you feel if you spent $40 on your food and didn't get your food?
Okay, so she admitted that she made a mistake, but can we stop defending thieves? Like, in the most recent numbers, between 61 and 67% of America,
I'm not gonna lie, I hate that too. Everybody always just like saying, nah, it's just this, it's just that. But if that happened to you, you will probably be even more pissed off. Like, I hate those type of people, and especially it's like always some white people too that be saying that too. I mean, saying that to everybody. Like, it's just like when they, you know, somebody splouts out the N word. Yeah, it's just a word. Like, bro, no, it's not just a word.
Is paycheck to paycheck. Most people cannot afford to get stolen from. It's crazy. Even in 2026, we still have to say, hey, stealing is bad. We should not excuse or defend stealing. Like, you are what you put out into the world. If you are a scumbag and you steal from people, life will keep beating you up. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, this whole little story was just fucking crazy, bro. I mean, at least DoorDash compensated her to 3 times, but they probably only compensated her because her story went fucking viral. Obviously, because it would make them look bad because they already been having a whole bunch of bad PR throughout this year. And literally that white lady that comment that would have fucking pissed me off too. But overall, at least this girl apologized, and she's just like a normal college girl. Like, I would be pissed off as normal as her too. But this is overall my reason of just not messing with these DoorDash apps or none of these little apps anymore, because I'm just gonna go out and get my food like the normal person I am now. But hey guys, if you enjoyed that video, leave a like and subscribe, and we are on the road to 250. Catch you guys in the next video.